After emancipation, freedom did not mean stability. Millions of African Americans faced difficult decisions about where to live, where to work, and how to build new lives. Many remained in the South, but millions eventually moved to new communities throughout the United States. This movement reshaped American history, transformed major cities, and changed the course of countless family histories. Today we will explore the Great Migration and what it means for genealogical research. The end of slavery did not eliminate discrimination or poverty. Many newly freed families faced severe economic hardship. Sharecropping often trapped families in cycles of debt. Violence and political oppression became widespread during Reconstruction and afterward. As a result, many families began looking beyond their local communities for new opportunities. Historians generally define the Great Migration as the movement of more than 6 million African Americans from the rural South to cities across the nation. Although movement began earlier, the migration accelerated dramatically during the 20th century. Entire families relocated seeking jobs, safety, education, and opportunity. The South offered many reasons to leave. Jim Crow laws restricted nearly every aspect of life. Violence remained a constant threat. Educational opportunities were often severely limited. Many families viewed migration as a path toward security and dignity. Northern cities advertised employment opportunities, factories needed workers, families hoped for better schools and more economic mobility. While discrimination certainly existed in northern cities, many migrants believed opportunities were greater than those available in the South. Railroads became the highways of the Great Migration. People often followed routes established by relatives and friends. One family member would move first, secure employment, and then encourage others to follow. Genealogists frequently discover entire extended families relocating together over several decades. Migration patterns were often predictable. Certain communities develop strong ties to specific destination cities. These migration chains can become important clues when researching missing relatives. Chicago became one of the most important destinations during the Great Migration. Neighborhoods expanded rapidly as migrants arrived from Mississippi and other southern states. Chicago would become a center of Black culture, business, politics, and civil rights activism. Detroit's booming automobile industry attracted thousands of workers. Manufacturing jobs offered wages that many Southern laborers could not earn at home. Employment records from automobile companies often provide valuable genealogical clues. Migration helped create one of the most influential cultural movements in American history. The Harlem Renaissance showcased African American writers, artists, musicians, and intellectuals. Family stories often intersect with these remarkable cultural changes. Military service created additional migration opportunities. Many servicemen and women relocated after their military careers. Veterans often settled near military installations or industrial centers. Military records can reveal unexpected moves and family connections. Migrants did not simply relocate. They built communities. Churches became centers of social life. Organizations helped newcomers find housing, employment, and support. These institutions created records that genealogists can use today. African American newspapers played a major role in encouraging migration. They published job opportunities, social news, obituaries, and community events. These newspapers remain valuable genealogical resources. Many genealogists lose track of ancestors because they assume families stayed in one place. Migration reminds us to think nationally rather than locally. The missing ancestor may simply have moved hundreds of miles away. Many genealogists lose track of ancestors because they assume families stayed in one place. Migration reminds us to think nationally rather than locally. The missing ancestor may simply have moved hundreds of miles away. Successful migration research often follows the fan principle. Friends, associates, neighbors, and families rarely moved alone. Studying their communities often reveals their destinations. The Great Migration reshaped the United States. Modern American culture, music, politics, and demographics were profoundly influenced by these movements. Many family histories today reflect decisions made by ancestors seeking opportunity and freedom. Migration records tell us more than where people lived. They reveal hopes, ambitions, struggles, and resilience. Understanding migration helps us understand our ancestors as people, rather than simply names on documents. In our next episode, we'll explore how African American communities developed after migration. We'll examine the institutions, organizations, churches, schools, and neighborhoods that helped preserve culture and create new opportunities for future generations. These communities generated records that are often essential for genealogical research today. Thank you for joining me for episode 8 of Beyond Juneteenth, Tracing Families After Emancipation. The Great Migration was one of the most important population movements in American history. Its impact can still be seen in our families, communities, and records today. Join me next time as we continue exploring the lives, experiences, and legacies of African American families after emancipation.